The architect is like the pencil tip of a developer, and then the engineer would, by extension, be a pencil tip of the architect. So it's like a pencil tip of a pencil tip. If you're trying to do something, if you have ideas, it's hard to move out of that mindset where you're just solving problems that keep getting thrown at you and think bigger.
We're really contemplating kind of like this imaginary universe, whereas the architects, they may also have those kind of imaginary problems that nobody sees, but it's a lot more direct, like this physical thing is going to exist. Ours almost kind of manifests as a physical thing, as a byproduct of the design process.
Right, yeah.
But and so the problem statements that are given to engineers are often specifically coordination only. They're not necessarily engineering problems themselves. And so that, for at least for me as an engineer, can be frustrating with the relationship with an architect, because in their contract, by contract, they have to have a fully coordinated set for the most part, all these other things, these legal obligations and ethical, or even the brand obligations to do that thing, which is much different than mine. Mine is, I need air not to be wet.
Yeah. A big value of the technology is the knowledge. All those files, all those drawings, and all those reports, everything that's in a server or on a computer, get access to it to find it quickly. But for that, you kind of unleash an AI to go, and it now has access to all your files. You know, you have your proprietary stuff, but you also have your IP and overall, like, the value of your business.
If you combine the access to private data with the agent having access to untrusted data sources and the internet, combine those three things, you open yourself up to prompt injection. That's what we're referring to. And so there are ways to make sure that if your agent does have access to the internet, you manually approve, but there's still examples where you would never know that it's happening if it happens.
Yeah, I just feel like we're living in the lethal trifecta. It's like, I know you pointed it out, and I'm like, okay, but how do you get out of it?
Yeah.
Like maybe there is no IP anymore categorically because it's all been leaked.
Yeah, I think I've thought that too. It's like, well, what does it even mean? What is IP now? And then the drawings are the commodity. Just give in our small project market specifically, not something like a high-rise in New York, give the drawings away for free, and then you buy what you really need during the construction process. I don't know if that would work.
By extension, like if IP disappears, in my mind, even the skyscrapers, all those plans are going to be available for everybody. Mm-hmm. You know, people are going to fight to protect them. They're going to be like the Lars Ulrich, Metallica, with Napster.
But yeah, so the dystopian vision was, okay, we got this engineer in the loop thing. We know we're there, but what if there's this future world where we're the only ones in the loop anymore? And we have these like drone robots sitting next to us being like, you must answer these RFIs, human. It's like we're the only ones legally with this unique law that kind of force us to be there. Meanwhile, everything else is kind of running in its own AI thing.
Yeah, like a riff on The Matrix.
Yes, you can't sue a bunch of GPUs and CPUs if a building collapses or something, you know?
Yeah, there'll always be that like legal need for a human being to be responsible for it. At least that would make sense.